I'm writing a report for a customer onboarding assessment and really needing to get into the zone to write this report. So I want to share with you personal and professional productivity pointers this week. So one, it really helps me to set some focus music to get in the zone. It's like once I put that music on, my brain just knows it's time to focus, Donna. So things that I really like, there's an app I have a lifetime membership to called Focus at Will, and they use scientifically proven music, all different kinds, to really help your brain get in the zone. I also like any kind of focus playlist. So those are things that really work for me. Two is setting a timer. Now this is also known as the Pomodoro technique, but sometimes when I'm like, oh God, I need to do that. I should do this email first and I want to watch this thing first. It really forces me to stay in that mode. I usually set it for 35 minutes and then I can take a break after. So I like Time Timer. They actually have literally a desktop version that I'll just set the timer. That's really nice. But they also have an app that I use. There it goes, going off. I also have an app I use on my computer, so it kind of depends what. But that really helps me because otherwise I just keep distracting and interrupting myself. But any timer will do. You could set a timer on your watch or your phone. And then I love mind mapping software. So for example, I'm working on this report and thinking of, oh God, I have to write the whole report. But really there's 4 or 5 sections. And so I use this mind mapping software, and I just created a map with a bubble for each section, and I'm putting all the content in there. And that helps me organize everything, so then it'll be easier to write it. I personally use a tool called xmind.net. And that's really helps me just to kind of have to go from like trying to organize my thoughts to just brainstorming, getting it out before I organize it into something cohesive and coherent. I wrote an article on this a couple years ago about deep work. I also highly recommend Cal Newport's book called Deep Work. It really helps me to go, look, I got to shut down all the distractions, put myself in do not disturb mode, and dedicate specific time. And the reality is it feels much more, not only am I much more productive, but I'm also enjoy the work a lot more because that focus time is very nourishing. So let me know what works for you, and I look forward to continuing the conversation.